Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, my people.
So fun. This is so fun. Stop so I can film my intro. Good morning, my people. Today I was thinking I can walk you guys through how I cook my dog food in a slow cooker. Or a crock pot, slow cooker, whatever, same thing. This recipe is so freaking simple, and basically my dogs are really allergy prone, especially Jackson. He has like an allergy breakout like every 4 to 6 weeks, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was feeding him kibble, and Jackson, don't cry, I'm trying to film. And so I did some research. The rescue that I rescued Jasmine from has an amazing dog food recipe on their blog, and I have taken that recipe and kind of made it my own for my dogs. So first thing you want to know is that, in my opinion, I think that real cooked food is better than kibble for your dogs. If you do feed your dogs kibble, that's perfectly okay, but the less kibble the better, I would say. So I personally have noticed a huge difference with Jackson and Jasmine. He used to get little irritations on his paws, and those have completely gone away, and he just does really good. Their stool is normal. That's something I struggled with Jackson too. So this recipe is just going to use a few ingredients. It's super simple. You literally just chop up the veggies and put everything in the slow cooker, and you just set it for 4 hours. For this recipe, I'm going to use 4 pounds of Angus grass-fed beef. So grass-fed supposedly is supposed to be better for them. Again, I'm not an expert. This is a recipe that I am following from a rescue that I got Jasmine from, and they really my dogs have really benefited from this diet. So about the grass-fed beef. So basically how this is gonna work is I'm going to first chop up all the veggies. So let me show you guys what I am feeding them. So I have broccoli, and I have some yellow squash, and some zucchini, and then I'm also gonna mix some cauliflower. I have some cauliflower left over from your last meal. Okay, so I'm also gonna be putting cauliflower. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna chop up all the veggies, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm going to layer it. So basically, those veggies, grass-fed beef, and then the final ingredient is just going to be some organic beef broth. So we're gonna do broth on the bottom, 1 pound of meat, a little bit of veggies, and we're just gonna keep repeating that until we get done with the 4 pounds. So here we go. We're gonna start chopping. I like to cut these up into little bite-sized pieces for the dogs. My first couple batches I did them a little bit bigger, but I actually like it when it is a little bit smaller for them. Again, we're gonna chop these up into little bite-sized pieces. This is seriously the hardest part of the recipe. After this, it's so simple. Little snack while we wait. Sit. One for Jazzy, one for Jackson. Yum, broccoli. Eat those veggies. Okay, next part of the recipe is super simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up 1 pack of the beef. If I can find my scissors. Okay, we're gonna open up 1 pack of beef. So how we're gonna start this recipe is I kind of eyeball the beef broth. So we're just gonna layer the bottom of the slow cooker with just some beef broth. Just kind of layer that at the bottom. Then we're gonna put that to the side. Okay, so taking 1 pack of beef, we're gonna put that at the bottom of the pan. I like to just grab a spatula and just kind of break up the beef on the bottom. Just get it nice and flat at the bottom of the pan. All right, next, I'm just gonna take a little bit of each vegetable and put that in the pan. So we're just gonna kind of make layers of the food. So your first layer should look like this. And then we're just gonna keep repeating that. Do you know this food's for you? Okay, so we're just gonna repeat those steps. I'm gonna put a little time lapse of me just putting everything together and I'll show you the finished product. All right, here is the finished product. Your crock pot should be pretty full. So I'm just gonna stick the lid on this one. And what I do is I keep it on low and I do anywhere like 4 to 6 hours, but I want them to eat lunch today, so I'm going to do 5 hours. Okay guys, so I just got done with the workout and I cooked their food for about 4 hours and I have a photo shoot I have to go to for BRIANAFIT collection, so I'm just going to put some food for them, except it's a little warm. So we're just going to need to cool it off a little bit and then we're gonna feed them. So typically I wouldn't take it straight out of the slow cooker, so right now I'm just gonna put it in the freezer, let that get a little cold, and then we will give it to the little whiny doggy that wants his food, huh? Okay guys, so here's what the food should look like, and then so I put it in slow feeder bowls, so they eat a little bit slower, and then something else I do to make them eat a little bit slower is I sprinkle some spinach on the top. This is like super hard to do with one hand. This is real life. Jackson is crying for his food and he's driving me crazy. So here's their lunch. I'm gonna give it to them. Place. I feed Jackson right here. And then I'm gonna go bring Jazzy hers. She waits in her crate for hers like a good girl. Good girl. What do you think? Is it good? Yum. Look at that. Health. How are you doing, little butthead? Crying for your food. Is that good? Yum. So there are a few things I want to add about the dog food, because if you are cooking your dog's food at home, you do need to add some vitamins into that, because when you cook food, it will lose some of the nutritional benefits. So what I have been using, this is, again, I've read this all in like a blog. I will attach the blog in the description box if you guys like want to follow it and like see what kind of like supplements and vitamins to add into your dog's diet. I have been using this for Jackson and Jazzy, and this is just like a multivitamin for pets. So I actually got this off Amazon and I think it was about like 12 bucks. And so basically it's just like a multivitamin that you could add into their food. So what I do is I put 1 scoop in each of their bowls in the morning. So I'll put like 1 scoop first, and then I'll put the food, hi buddy, and then I'll put the food like on top, and I'll kind of like mix it together. So that's what I do. So it kind of looks like this. So yeah, so make sure you are adding vitamins into your dog's food if you are going to be home cooking it. But that was the end of my homemade dog food video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys like more like puppy content, let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Bam.